Okay, we live. Shout out and respect due to my newest subscribers. Go for Growth Media. It's Fifi777. Trending sis. Rose Sedu. Just met her a few minutes ago. A little while ago, I should say. Met her through my people's Aisha. And last but certainly not least, New Jersey's own Sincerely Yours. I want to give an extra special shout out to my channel judges. Spicy Kai, Wax Dog, Black Spring with Autumn, The Definition of Anarchy, The Lockhart Perspective, Dave Durango, Black Spring with Autumn, what's good with you? Sales Lady Boss Up, Snap Shorty, Content of Tennessee, Party Music D Jockey of Philadelphia. Shout out Princess Diana, you looking good as always. Living Out Loud with Mo Nicole, the Ghanaian Princess. Claudine Cameron, Unstoppable. Shout out and respect due to all Unstoppable crew members. Trika Living, what's good with you? Cindy Briggs, Angela M, Ultra Level Support, Triumphant Tip of Maryland, the Yo-Yo Diet Show, also known as the Miss Yo-Yo Show of Michigan, A Sense of I, New York bred but San Diego based, Tony Hendricks Green out in Texas, the Angel Muniz Variety Show, Queen of Six Family, Queen of Six and Family, how you doing? The Angel Muniz Variety Show, and last but certainly not least, my sister, Real Mama's Real Problems. Andrea Lynch, what's good with you? I also want to give an extra special shout out to Donna Johnson, Unstoppable. I also want to give an extra special shout out to, again, Donna Johnson, Unstoppable. Candy Shell, her birthday is today. I want y'all to give happy birthday emojis to Candy Shell of North Carolina. She got the biggest heart on YouTube. And also tomorrow will be Donald Trump's birthday. Donald Trump is the 45th president of the United States of America. I voted for him in 2016 because I knew in March of 2016 he was going to win. And I also want to give an extra special shout out to YouTube CEO, Susan Wojcicki. My name is DerrickCWilliams, and I'm just one man. In the comment section on YouTube, the title of this presentation will be called You Have to Dominate. And I picked up this title because this is what Donald Trump said in response to all the looting and everything that's going on by looters, not protesters no more, they looting. Donna Just Being Real of New York City, salute young lady. That woman right there, she oozes seduction. Shout out to respect due to New York City's own Donna Just Being Real. Y'all have to excuse the background because folks is outside here in Philadelphia. We be outside here. We don't mask and we on social distance, not too much. That's just how we get down. And I love Philadelphia for that. Let it be known. All right, let me check this top chat. So again, I want to give us extra special shout out to Candy Shell. Candy Shell's birthday is today. Donald Trump's birthday is tomorrow, and Donna Johnson, Unstoppable, birthday I think just passed. All right. Let me see. Donna said, "Wow, you just voted for Trump. If okay to ask." What did I tell? Donna Just Being Real. We went through that. We're adults in here. You can ask me anything you like. Oh shit! Wait, hold on. Shout out and respect due to my low key YouTube crush, Bum B Selby. No, Donna Just Being Real. In March of 2016, I saw a political professor from Stony Brook College. I guess Stony Brook is in New York somewhere, but his name is Helmut Norpoth. And in March of 2016, he was on Fox News and he was interviewed by Lou Dobbs. Helmut Norpoth has a 5 presidential cycle winning streak. He has accurately predicted the last 5 presidents. He also picked Al Gore to win in 2000. But you know what happened in 2000? Well, in March of 2016, when Lou Dobbs interviewed him, he said Donald Trump had political experience at all, had an 87% chance to win in the 2016 election. So I started running around and saying that if you go back to some of my videos from early 2016, I wasn't on there for 2016, but some of my earlier videos from last year, you will see where I was referencing Helmut Norpoth. So I went on his bet. And so I started asking everybody. I said, well, look, Donald Trump gonna win. And people got mad, mostly black people. They got angry because they didn't like Trump. And that's your affair if you don't. And just for the record, Donna, all politicians, with the exception of Cynthia McKinney, who I voted for. Y'all, most of the black people, y'all voted for the first black president in 2008. But in 2008, there was also a black woman that ran, and her name was Cynthia McKinney. I voted for her. But Trump had an 87% chance to win, as per Helmut Norpop, and he has predicted the last 5 presidents going back to Al Gore in 2000. I think he and a few others, but he's been right on everything. You feel me? All right. So I went with him and made damn near $700. In fact, Donna, you can go to my first video or my second video. All the news is fit to print. I say the same thing. All right. So that's the thing. But for the record, all politicians, with the exception of Ron Paul and Cynthia McKinney, they as crooked as a dog's hind leg. Here, let me check this top chat. So there you go, baby. All right, Kanika Unstoppable. Shit. Hold on. Shout out, respect due to Kanika Unstoppable. All right. I'm chilling, Bun B. Selby. Dice TV, happy belated birthday. We got another Gemini here, Dice TV. Candy Shell, do me a favor and put Dice TV's link in the stream for me, please. Thank you. Bun B. Selby, low-key YouTube crush. Big up on yourself, Kanika. Shout out and respect due to all Unstoppable crew members. Again, the title of this presentation is called You Have to Dominate, and that was the quote that I found so funny from Free Spur, all are crooked. That's right. Donald Trump, in response to the looters that are tearing up everything, Angela M., shout out and respect due to you. He said you have to come in here and dominate the looters. And I just thought that was funny. And so that's the reason for the title of the presentation. And it just so happened that tomorrow is his birthday. So who would have thought? Perfect timing, right? All right, but anyway, we're going to get into a few news tidbits, and I'm going to get on out of here. I'm going to try to keep it under an hour, all right? Barbara W., what's good with you? First off, excuse my language. But right now we're going to get on this racial shit. Let's go get this racial shit going. You know what I'm talking about, all right? So at any rate, as you all know, well, maybe you don't know, but I'll pass it on to y'all now. Unfortunately, we had another lynching in our country, and this was out in California. Moderators, if y'all had this, can y'all put in the stream for me, please? All right, so we live here on YouTube or TheirTube, you feel me? I hope y'all can see that title. It's Saturday afternoon, all right? We're going to get on this racial shit. Suicide findings for a black man found hanging in California stirs anger. Dice TV may be up on this one. Police in California on Friday found hanging from a tree, Police in California on Friday said a young black man found hanging from a tree likely committed suicide, stirring outrage amongst community members who said authorities were too quick to draw conclusions about what have to some are a hate crime. Thank you, Sticks Girl. The reaction to the death of 24-year-old Robert Fuller showed how high tensions around race and policing are still running in the United States. After George Floyd died May 25th in Minneapolis, the Los Angeles County Sheriff's Department was still investigating the death of Fuller, who was found by a passerby hanging from a tree by City Hall in Palmdale, around 30 miles north of Los Angeles, about 3:40 a.m. on Wednesday. Captain Ron Schaefer told a televised community meeting on Friday that it appeared Fuller died by suicide. Now, you all have the link in the stream. Thank you, moderators, for running with me. We early, so y'all can look at this for yourself. It's about a 5-page read. But Robert Fuller was found dead by City Hall. Who would have thought, and what are the chances? All right. Now, of course, we done had a whole bunch of racial strife in the country. And because of that, you had looters and other folks, you know, hooligans and things like that. They not protesting. That when you tearing up your own community and tearing up access to goods and services from people who aren't even out there, as far as I'm concerned, you a looter. And so when Trump said he had to come in and dominate, I'm all for it. Actually, I should tell y'all, I wanted to go live from a grocery store because by me being prior military, I'm not afraid. And most of them are very respectful. I just walked up to some National Guardsmen who were heavily armed last Saturday. I mean, they had them things. They had them things, and I wanted to go live, but they said they didn't want any publicity and stuff like that. I said, well, I'm a small YouTuber, so you know what's the chances, you know. But at any rate, we're having all this strife, and you know people are taking up arms as they should. But in Seattle, Washington, It just came to my attention like maybe 3 or 4 days ago. Apparently, there is an enclave that was carved out of 6 square blocks in Seattle, Washington, and it's called Capitol Hill. Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, and this is that. So you have a 6-block radius that have been taken over by citizens who are heavily armed. You must show ID to come in here. They have spray painted all of the cameras within this district. Apparently, the governor of the state of Washington did not know this was going on. And it's come to my attention that some guy named Chad Simone is essentially a warlord, but I read some posts or some Twitter. I'm not on Twitter, but I saw a Twitter post that had mentioned this guy was talking about, the woman had said he was making them work as sex workers. He's beating people. And it's actually it's a clip on YouTube where you can see him assaulting somebody who was a cameraman. But his name is Raz Simone. I'm going to get to that. Let me check this top chat one more time. All right. Thank you, Black Spring. There you go. All right. So this is called Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone, or the Zone. It's a self-declared autonomous zone in the Capitol Hill neighborhood of Seattle, Washington, covering approximately 6 blocks. Was established on June 8, 2020, during the George Floyd protest at Capitol Hill's East Precinct, during which a Seattle precinct was abandoned. Imagine my shock. The police are running from the citizens. I thought you were there to serve and protect. Local governments in the zone is decentralized, with the goal of creating a neighborhood without police. Purported demands associated with the zone include rental control, the reversal of gentrification, the abolition or defunding of police, funding of community health, and the dropping of charges against those who have been arrested for being involved in the protest. Reaction to the zone have varied through political spectrums, from Donald Trump referring to the occupants as ugly anarchists and called for the governor of Washington and the mayor of Seattle to take back the zone. This is Donald Trump talking to the Democratic mayor and governor of that state. All right. It is an armed takeover, he said. I'm sorry. It's not an armed takeover. This is the mayor of Seattle. It's not an armed takeover. It's not a military junta. We will make sure we will restore this area. But it's more or less like block parties that are going on. This is a direct quote. She's calling it block parties. All right. On June 12th, Black Lives Matter protesters were reportedly negotiating with local officials to leave the zone. Seattle Chief Carmen Best, I believe she's a black woman, said that the officials were working to return police officers to the district. She stressed the need to have officers respond in a timely fashion, and with the occupation that's taking place, we're not able to do so in a timely way. Imagine my shock. So they basically just, they boarded up the police station, but they left the door open. That's what the story says. So y'all can read this as you so choose. On way back. Letitia, what's good with you? All right. Old head Deuce, what's good with you? All right. No, not okay. Oh shit. Hold up. Shout out and respect due to my sister, Joyce Stuckey, South Carolina. Stand up. All right. So again, this is a 6 blocks carved out enclave in Seattle, Washington. Initially, the governor of the state of Washington did not know this was going on. Imagine my shock. But when the police left out of this place, they boarded up everything else, but they left the door conveniently open. You judge. All right. Let me see what else we got here. All right. Now, wait a minute. Hold up. Okay. Yeah. Now we're going to get here on the medical front. All right. Now I got a few stories, and I dropped my paper, of course. But anyway, I'm going to be doing I'm going to do a programming note right now. I'm going to do an apology to Sticks Girl of Texas, and I'm gonna have a little fun because that's my sister, and I love her to death. She know that, but I got to do it. All right. But at any rate, we all know that everywhere you go, they want you to wear masks, yada, yada, yada. I don't be doing none of that. All right. But at any rate, you may have heard stories over the country now that people have been passing out and other things. And I'm going to show you that in just a second. Sticks Girl says, have you passed who skipped past the like? Okay. Thank you, Sticks Girl, always with me. Apparently, there is a new condition going on, and it's making the rounds on social media, and it's called masked knee. All right, so I hope y'all can see that. All right, so that's the combination of mask and acne. Wearing a mask can get under your skin. Ever since face cover became a mandatory part of life, a nasty side effect has broken out in its wake, and it's called masked knee. The new phrase, which combines the word mask and acne, has recently sprung up all over social media as people suffering from the new kind of blemish are venting their woes about the skincare snafu. Shout out to my fellow nurses as well as other healthcare workers who are back in their teenage years covered with mass acne. I feel you, writes Kayla Pyra in a May 6th Instagram post. All right, another user laments, my mask is causing me to break out, and that masking has become a problem that I never thought I would have. Another person said, okay, let me continue. But the problem isn't just affecting hormonal teens. Acne-prone adults or healthcare workers wearing heavy-duty N95 medical masks for hours at a time. Skin experts are noticing a major spike in clients who have battled pimples in the past. The fact that we're keeping something on such a sensitive area of the face, even people who haven't suffered such skin situations before are dealing with implications of that, writes New York anesthetician Sophie Pavitt, who has been conducting dozens of remote acne consultations for clients from her Canal Street studio, because of course it's closed because you can't go in there. So again, I want you to put this in the stream for me, so when you wear them damn masks all day, you got problem after problem after problem. Never mind the fact that people is passing out and everything, driving and stuff like that, glasses being fogged and all this other stuff. All right, okay, I ain't studying you. Okay, shout out and respect due to this girl of Texas, Barbara, just being real. I'm sorry, Donna, just being real. I'm saying Barbara W, what's good with you? All true, Andrea Lynch, all true, all true. You feel me? Old head Deuce, a mask is a mirror to, a mask is a mirror to your breath. Accept it. Okay, understood. All right. Let me continue here. Hold on. Wait a minute. All right. Now I dropped one of my things, so I'm missing the front page, so I'm gonna have to get rid of that story. I'll show you that one next time. But I'm gonna get to this one right here. Now, of course, we know that the coronavirus, in my opinion, a man-made biological offensive weapon. All right. This thing was cooked up in a lab. Merck Stalinsky, what's good with you? This thing was cooked up in a lab, all right? It first started out at the University of North Carolina, Chapel Hill, as per the research of Dr. Francis Boyle. A moratorium was passed in 2017. Anthony Fauci did an end run around that moratorium, and they took that work over to Wuhan, China. They started playing with it. It got loose or was let out on purpose. You judge. But the fact is, it's out here in the world. Well, anyway, now they want to fast track a vaccine under the auspices of what's called Operation Warp Speed. All right. Now, of course, we all know the phrase goes, when the white man gets a cold, the black man gets pneumonia. All right, it's well known that black people have a major health problems in this country. One of them is vitamin D. We're vitamin D deficient. Vitamin D helps with your immune system. And when your immune system is lowered, any sort of pathogen can come in and wreak havoc. But don't worry, Bill Gates has something for you. You feel me? All right? And Moderna, I think that's the company, they're working on a vaccine. I was reading last week that the first clinical trials that they did, Kiwi Comics said that virus ain't killing nobody. Well, if you're healthy, you should not have a problem. But at any rate, Moderna is the company that is trying to come up with a quick coronavirus vaccine, yada yada yada. But I was reading just last week that some of the test monkeys that they were using, all of them took sick. And you had some guy named Ethan. I cannot think of this guy's last name, and I don't want to come on here if I'm not right and exact, but some guy named Ethan said that he actually was one of the first people to try, was within human trials of this thing, and he had a fever of 103.9 if memory serves, and he said he was feeling sick as a dog. He said he better now, But I would like to know what's in the vaccine. And we all, well, for those of you all who pay attention to the vaccine argument, squalene, all type of additives and preservatives like polysorbate 80, aluminum, mercury, also known as thimerosal, is in there, and above all, aborted fetal tissue. In other words, chopped up children is in these vaccines. And I understand that aborted fetal cell lines will be in this one as well. All right, let me check this top chat here. All right, oh, I'm way back. Andrea Lynch said, I'm not taking no vaccine. No, thank you. Free Spur says, we are vitamin D deficient because we are not in our natural habitat, which is heavy sunlight. Very true. It's my understanding, Free Spur, this is according to Dr. Mercola. Again, I ain't no doctor, but I read a lot. I only went to 12th grade, so what? I am from Mississippi, one of the poorest states in the country, so what I know. But based off Dr. Joseph Mercola, in fact, one of the moderators, I want y'all to put Mercola.com in the stream, and y'all can research yourself. He covers it from A to B with vitamin C. But based off Dr. Mercola, anybody who lives above Atlanta, Georgia, the sun is not intense for all these people up north. So I'm in Philadelphia. So the sun ain't as bright as it is in Greenville, Mississippi. People in Texas should be pretty good, but you got to get out. But we have been conditioned to hate the sun. All right. Okay, wait, hold on. Somebody, who this is? Okay, Bumby Selby dropped $1. Bless Bumby Selby heart. Of course, y'all must drop Bumby Selby's link in the stream for me. Bless you, girl. Low-key YouTube crush, Bumby Selby. But at any rate, Harvard University, which is out there in Boston, I think. Shout out to Massachusetts bred Megan Rose. They did a study some years back, and they were testing the black children in public schools in and around the Boston, Massachusetts area. And better than 80% of those children were vitamin D deficient. All right. So I'm saying all that to say this: vitamin D, strength training like Free Spur, calisthenics, bodyweight exercise. I love burpees and pull-ups. That alone will help boost your immune system along with vitamin C. Actually, Candy Shell, I want you to go to my community tab, or any of the moderators. Go to my community tab and scroll down. You're going to see a guy named Andrew Saul. And he gave a very good talk on vitamin C and everything that vitamin C does. In fact, that's what they was doing over in Wuhan. The first thing they did, they was giving people intravenous vitamin C, turned their life around. Zinc can do it as well. But at any rate, because blacks are not vitamin D proficient, a vaccine is in order, correct? So don't worry about it. Bill and Melinda Gates got you covered. All right? So moderators, if y'all can put that in the stream for me. All right. Thank you, Sticks Girl, for putting Bumby Selby link in the stream for me. Okay. Guess you go stream for me. That's right. Gates got caught. Donna, just being real, burpees and sit-ups. You're right, Derrick. It does wonders for your overall body. Let me see. Black Spring with Autumn. I want you to, or any of the moderators, I want y'all to go to Wikipedia and type in Royal H Burpee. That's ROYAL-H Burpee. He is the creator of the greatest fitness measurement ever made, the burpee. All right. In fact, here, hold on. We got some time. I'm gonna go ahead. Let's do one for laughs. Let me do one for laughs right quick. This is a burpee. I hope y'all can see me. This is a burpee. You go up. That's a burpee. All right. The best fitness measurement tool ever. All right. Do 10 of them. And then come holler at me. Do 10 of them just right off the bat. I can knock out 50 in less than 3 minutes. All right? If you think I'm lying, it's on my YouTube channel. All right? Let me check this top chat. Just doing them 2, I'm already winded. All right? Black Spring with Autumn. Sorry, honey. I'm really looking at. Okay. Thank you. All right? So anyway, this is a 5-page read. I'm just going to go through the first 2. All right? Melinda Gates came right out and stated that the new vaccine should be administered with priority preference for people of color. Right from the start, that's a bigoted assertion. If vaccines are safe and effective, then Melinda Gates is essentially saying white lives don't matter. But if vaccines are risky and dangerous, which this new COVID-19 vaccine is almost certainly to be, she's essentially saying it's okay to run medical experiments on black Americans to find out what happened. All right, now I don't have to tell y'all about all the medical experimentation throughout our sojourn in America since we've been here. They've been experimenting on us down in Tuskegee. They experiment on people in the military. They experiment on people in prison. In fact, Greatersford Prison, which is not too far from here, is my understanding that, oh yes, they definitely have been doing medical experiments here in the Philadelphia area. Shout out and respect due. Whoa, hold up. Shout out and respect due to the soldier for job. Shout out to my man TR9RX, St. Anne's Parish in Jamaica. Stand up. Shout out to the TR show. Well, I'm gonna continue here. Black people are almost always the guinea pigs for medical experimentation of the globalists, of course. All right. You don't even have to look very hard to see the history of government-backed big pharma and vaccine experiments on black soldiers, black prisoners, and black civilians. Spicy Bear, what's good with you? Both in the United States and across Africa as well. Seeing the very same people who promote global depopulation, Bill and Melinda Gates, now suddenly urging COVID-19 vaccine equality efforts to make sure all black people are vaccinated first, raising eyebrows across black America, most notably amongst the Nation of Islam. Now, I know a lot of y'all is Christian. I'm an agnostic. I leave all religion alone, but Louis Eugene Walcott, not known as Louis Farrakhan, that's a bold dude. That's just what it is. All right. Let me see here. All right. Most notably, the Nation of Islam followers who are arguably more aware than anyone else about how white, rich globalists have been waging genocide war against black people for at least 3 generations. All right, here, let me stop right here. Okay. Donna, just being real. Thanks for sharing the link on Royal Burpees. I will read on it. Okay, very good. I'm trying to add value. That's what I'm about, Donna. All right. The clock is ticking. Black people have no more, in his estimation. This is coming from Mike Adams from Natural News, my vetted source. It don't get no better. This is a white boy. He loved black people. Mike Adams, you're not touching Mike Adams. You're just not. Look into it for yourself, though. All right. So says Mike Adams. In his estimation, the clock is ticking. Black people have no more than 18 months before they will be hunted down via contact tracing enforcers and forcibly vaccinated with a dangerous experimental coronavirus vaccine that passed by nearly all usual safety protocols typically required by the FDA. All right. In an interview with Time magazine, Melinda Gates says healthcare workers, for example, doctors, should be vaccinated first. This will ensure the death of many doctors and nurses who would normally respond to a pandemic, making sure the next wave of the depopulation weapon is highly successful. After doctors are vaccinated, they're coming for the blacks next. As Melinda Gates explains, in the U.S., that would be black people next, quite honestly, and many other people of color. They're having a disproportionate effect from COVID-19. Now, that is some truth to that. From what I understand, black people catching it. I wouldn't know because I don't get sick like that because I actually do my part, to try to take care of myself. Hold up, Angel Munir's up in here. Oh, hold up, Famous 7 up in here. Shout out and respect due to Famous 7, the Angel Munir's variety show. All right. All moderators, the moderators who are in here, if you're a channel member, I picked this up from TR. Please drop the links of all the channel members that are present and run Bumby Selby's link for me one more time, please. Hold up. There she go. I got to do one for her. Shout out and respect. I got to do one for her. Shout out and respect due to Miss Yo-Yo. I got to do a burpee for her. Shout out and respect due to the Miss Yo-Yo show. All right, so we about 30 minutes into this live presentation, and the title of the presentation is called "You Have to Dominate." Now again, this is if TR9RX is still in the building. If TR9RX is still in the building, I love you too, Famous 7. If TR9RX is still in the building, see, just doing 2 of them things already got winded. All right, SF Roll. Oh shit! Hold up. Shout out and respect, dude, to SF Roll. She get the best hugs on earth. DerrickCWilliams, me friend. How can I miss this when TR liked and shared? All right. Well, bless your heart, SF Rose. Okay, well, since SF Rose in here, she's of the Caucasian persuasion. And shout out to respect due to TR9RX. Again, I'm for the family of man. I think we all should be one family. That's what I believe in my heart of hearts. But I just want to let it be known, I also have to face reality. That's just why I am with it. Until there are measures put in place and until more people's hearts are changed, we're going to continue to have this race thing in our country. All right? So let me see. All right. Yoga with Mo. Okay, salute. All right? Yoga with Mo, salute. Please, moderators, put Yoga with Mo's link in the stream for me. All right? So again, I just want everybody to know where I'm coming from. See, because a lot of times people tend to think that you just how can I put it? You low-key racist and all this other stuff for simply speaking what is. I just call it like I see it. Just the fact that you had another black man hung not too far from a city hall after this man in Minnesota was killed shows you where the heart of the country is, in my opinion, by and large. Now, most white folks ain't like that, but them few that are is making it bad for everybody else. And sadly, black people have had such a history of being let down by the dominant society. You wonder why they are always hesitant to want to really build with white folks. It's unfortunate, but that's the world we got. So until such time as somebody can show me something different, I'm all open for that. Again, just as an example, when I met SF Rose, I saw a human. I really did. That's a human, and she's strong as shit. You know, I saw a human, but I do know she can rock a certain way that I can't. That's just the world we got. She didn't make it up, and I didn't make it up. But that's the world as it is. So I just want everybody to know where I am with stuff like that. Derrick ain't no racist. Derrick loves the family of man, but Derrick is also a realist. So I guess that's the best way you can kind of put me. I look into stuff, I vet stuff, and whatever makes the most sense, and whatever has, as Judge Judy says, the ring of truth to it, that's what I rock with. So we 33 minutes, and what time be going fast. We 33 minutes into this live presentation, and the title of the presentation, hold on. Shout out and respect due to Keisha Cole. Shout out and respect due to all Unstoppable Crew members. All right, so I just want to let everybody know where okay, it dropped again. Okay, says racism will always exist in America because the foundation is built on it. Ouch. Angela M. SF Rose, I did not look at the, okay, got you. Okay. Old head Deuce, racist disorder will be a thing in 5 years. I hope it's not, old head Deuce. I hope it's not. All right. Okay. Thank you, Sticks Girl, for putting up my censorship-resistant, blockchain-based platform that you can upload your video. In fact, this video here will hold your information. They own it in perpetuity. They actually off the material that you put on Facebook. A lot of people don't know that. But see, we don't read the fine print. So I'm all for decentralization. I'm all for freedom. I'm all for no censorship. All right. Let me check this top chat here. Okay, I'm buffering. Okay, I'm buffering bad. Okay. All right. Buffering bad. Okay. All right. Well, look. Now I'm gonna shut it down. Okay. Free Spur says the Miss Yo-Yo Show. Hey. Okay. Can somebody type something in the stream for me? Let me know if I'm still buffering or not. Cause ain't nobody saying nothing to me. So SF Rose, if you're in the building, type something for me. One of the moderators, type something for me. Because I ain't getting nothing. Okay, let me see. Top chat. Okay. Still buffering a little. Okay, Black Spring with Autumn says no. All right, well, look, if y'all, I'm gonna go here. I'm 37 minutes in. I'm 37. Okay. Buffering here. Okay, I'm okay now. It's okay now. Okay, well, look, I ain't gonna stay on about another 2 or 3 minutes here. Let me go and get out of here. Because I wouldn't know better now. Not on my side. I don't know. Maybe TR9 Area X can put in a stream. I don't know. It seems like when you talk about these issues, then you had a problem. So let me go on and do my channel judge now. All the moderators, I want y'all to drop these links for me so we can go and get out of here, you know, because I don't want y'all to be up under no buffering and all that type of stuff there. So please, I want y'all to drop Wax Dog. Let me see. Touche. You may need to refresh. Why? Okay. All right. Thank you for dropping TR for me. Well, hey, Stitch Girl, I ain't computer savvy. How I refresh on this Android? You know I don't know nothing. I ain't just went to 12th grade. All right. But anyway, my channel judges are Spicy Kai, Wax Dog, Black Spring with Autumn, The Definition of Anarchy, The Lockhart Perspective, Dave Durango, Sales Lady Boss Up, Snap Shorty, Content of Tennessee, Party Music Disc Jockey, Living Out Loud with Mo Nicole, the Ghanaian Princess. All right. Let me see who else. Claudine Cameron, Unstoppable. Let me see. No, not you, Derrick. Okay. All right. Cindy Briggs, she don't want her link drop. Angela M, she definitely don't want her link drop, but I bangs with her anyway. Triumphant Tiff, the Miss Yo-Yo Show of Michigan, A Sense of I, Tony Hendricks Green, the Angel Muniz Variety Show, and last but certainly not least, Real Mama's Real Problem. So moderators, all those names that I just dropped, if you can find one, drop it in the stream. Also, if you're a channel judge who happens to be a moderator, you feel free to drop your own link. Thank you for dropping TR9 Area X's link in the stream for me. All right. So yeah, so we 39 minutes in. Real quick, Pennsylvania is now in what they call, quote, the yellow zone, which means you can go out to restaurants in the patio setting, of course. You can go to the liquor store, which is what I'm finna do after I hang up with y'all. 25 people in the liquor store at a time. So that means I ain't got the bootleg no more from New Jersey because everybody was doing it. I ain't running to Delaware. I go across the bridge to Camden and get mine. Let's see. Some of the bars are open, but on limited basis. And let me see what else. And some of the stores. Most of the stores that were boarded up, they are open now. So, you know, it's funny how that is. The more you get away from a story, the more I guess the stuff kind of lessen. But I hope that the protests don't lessen. But what I wish to stop is actually the rioting and the tearing up of property. Again, I go back to Seattle, Washington. They have a 6-block area called the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone. And in this zone, there is a rapper by the name of Raz Simone. And it's my understanding he's supposed to be the top dog, and he's negotiating with people and stuff like that. Okay, let me see. Let me go back. Okay, TR says right. Thank you, Black Spring, for dropping that link. So again, Black Spring with Autumn. I think I sent you the Twitter feed from this young lady. Apparently the leader, the so-called leader of this Chaz area in Seattle, he is beating women. He's assaulting people on YouTube. I saw that earlier today. And he's also putting women to work in sex places and stuff like that. Real nice, upstanding dude. All right. So I already don't like him. So you can put that on the record now. I don't like this guy. Never met him. I ain't heard none of his music. Just the fact that he beating on women and making them be sex workers and stuff like that, as per this Twitter line, I don't bang with him. No man should be hitting on no girls. Period, point blank. All right. So, but I also understand. Thank you, Black Spring with Autumn. But I also understand that they're supposed to be autonomous, which means they don't need anything, right? But it come to my attention that now they're running out of food. And so they're asking for supplies and things like that. How can you be autonomous and you asking the man that you're trying to fight for some help. That dog don't hunt. So you can look up moderators one more time too, so I can get out of here. Can one of the moderators just drop the last all these stories that I had put out, and they can click on these links and they can come back later and read for themselves and they can make their own determination. As far as I'm concerned, again, I am with Trump. I am with Trump in this sense. I don't agree that people should go and tear up nothing, because you hurting people that ain't got nothing to do with it. Some people don't feel like going out there and protesting. They may have a problem with the police and they may not like white people, but they still got to go to the store. You feel me? They still got to eat. Bills got to get paid. And you have and these people are going out here, well, these thugs is going out there and causing havoc for no reason. And so as an ex-military person, I'm telling you, you're going to get that type of response. You're going to get a heavy armed force to get your ass up out of the way it works. See, people are looking to be treated with kid gloves when it don't work like that. And that's one of my biggest fears, that you're going to have military, of which I was a part of. They going to come in there hot. I am afraid that they going to come in there and they will pull triggers. You don't want them. You don't want that. You don't want that. As a matter of fact, just think about it. And then I'm going to go on and get out of here. Just think about it. You work every day, right? Most of us work every day. Just think if they decided to not let the trucks roll in. And as a matter of fact, there was a study I was reading just today where they said anybody that has, if this thing with Chaz repeats across the country, trucks will not be coming in to bring food. Most people know that if a truck does not come to replenish grocery stores within 96 hours, there will be no food. So what have you accomplished by making people go out and start being bandits? You feel me? Because now they ain't got nothing to eat. You feel me? Because you feeling like you feeling like you making a political stand when you really just wreaking havoc. That's a nightmare scenario. All right. Whoa, hold on. Wait. Oh shit. Wait, hold up. Wagwan there, sir. Nick and Nadine. Shout out, respect due to one of the West Indian couple them. Nick and Nadine, very nice people. All right, Mr. Nick, that boy. You do not mess with Miss Nadine. Mr. Nick gonna put hands on you. That's a big dude. You feel me? But at any rate, that is a nightmare scenario. And so you're not getting anything done. If anything, you're pushing stuff back. And so Trump being the head of state, he has the answer to that. He has the answer to that. Whether he gets reelected or not, he would have to answer to that. If I'm sure many of y'all probably voted for Obama. I don't bang with it. All right. But real quick, Black Spring with Autumn, can you drop Nick and Nadine's link in the stream and run it a couple times? George Stuckey, can you take Nick and Nadine's link and drop it for me? All I know is that as a head of state, he has to answer to it. If President Obama, if Barack Obama was in office, he would have to answer to that. Would you still love Obama if he rolled tanks into your town? Okay, well then it shouldn't be a problem if Trump do it. This ain't got nothing to do with color. This is politics. This is politics 101. It's the mission statement of the President of the United States to keep this country intact. You may not like the way in which it's done, but that's the mandate. And so people had to be very careful. You had to be tactful. You had to be, and I call Stitch Girl a tactician. You had to be tactical if you're going to do these things. You just can't go out there and just break a window and thinking you're making a statement. You asking for it. You're asking for it. And then what are people who don't have this luck? You don't have the money supply that they got. You don't have the armament that they have. You don't have the logistical training and the organization, and most importantly, the temperament. How many in this stream? It's 13 people in this stream. How many people in this stream can actually go up and just start popping people? Do you have that temperament? Well, soldiers do. Soldiers do. All right? Shout out and respect due to Joan Brown. Oh, wait. Oh, hold on. There we go. Shout out and respect due to Joan Unstoppable. Shout out and respect due to all Unstoppable crew members. All right? So I want everybody to at least think about it. I'm sure none of y'all ain't running out there and tearing up. Thank you, Black Spring, for sharing the link for the stream. I'm sorry. Thank you for sharing. Sharing is caring. But we had to be extremely careful when you're going up against the forces of the United States government. You're not gonna win that. All they need to do is cut off the generators. 2 days, you're out of here. Nothing. But I don't think that they would do something like that. But at the same time, anything to keep the country intact, they would do. And I think most military people, those who have a military background, I know they know that the government would not think twice. But if you've never gone through this type of training or that mindset, you can't fathom it. All right, just like most people can't fathom the fact that there are forces that would actually knock down 2 buildings and shoot at another one and kill over 3,000 people in one whop. You can't fathom that, but there are people on this planet that think like that. And in fact, right down the street from me here in Philadelphia, there is Fort Detrick, Maryland. Many people believe that the AIDS virus was cooked there. Well, I did a video a little while ago with Francis Boyle. I always reference him. And he was saying that all these biosafety labs, just to give you an example, they should be shut down because of all the pathogens and biologicals that they have in there. Can you imagine, real quick, and then I'm gonna go and get out of here. Everyone is scared over this coronavirus, which is nothing. It was souped up to be made more virulent. And if you have underlying conditions, if you have respiratory problems, you may have an issue. But let's say they let loose Ebola, as an example. Let's say they let loose an airborne Ebola virus. Let's say they let loose, by accident of course, hantavirus, Lassa virus, or the one that I did a video on called the Marburg virus, which is the most dangerous pathogen on earth. Say for instance, they just dropped that accidentally in St. Louis. How do you think the national response would be to that? You're going to do whatever the government tells you to do. You have to be careful with these people. They actually want you to raise up. That's not to say you ain't supposed to fight, but you have to be tactical in the way you do it. Americans, by and large, we done got fat, lazy. We done got distracted with sport and play. You can't go against that. Now, I don't know what we do. I don't got the answer to that. But all I know is that you can, as Americans are today, this ain't 1776. So I don't know the answer to the question. The only thing I know is that if you're gonna go up against that, good luck. All right, I'm way back. Joan Brown Unstoppable. What's good with you? All right, salute to you, partner. Black Spring. Black Spring says dystopians are inconvenienced by their own reality, sometimes their own. Yep. One boy said they couldn't cure HIV in 50 years. How they gonna cure Rona in 18 months? True that. Yo, there you go. But don't worry about that because, like I said again, they working on Moderna. I think Moderna. I think that's the company. They the one with Bill Gates that's pushing this thing. So you know, we'll see how it all goes. We'll see all this stuff in the fullness of time. I would just say in the meantime and in between time, knock out you some burpees. Take you vitamin C a couple, 3 times a day. Up your vitamin D3 intake. You have to consult your doctor and all that type of stuff there, but you want to raise your vitamin D3 levels. And we'll see. Again, I don't wear masks outside. I don't do none of that. They require you to wear masks on public transportation here in Philadelphia. Don't nobody play with that. I ain't do none of that. Now I do wear one at work, right? But every chance I get, I take that thing off. I'm defying every way I can because I know better. All right. So at any rate, we're 50 minutes into this live. I want to thank all y'all for coming out. I want to thank Bumby Selby for her $1 donation. All right. And that's pretty much all I want to say for today. I want to thank my moderators for holding it down for me. All right. And there you go. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Black Spring, for dropping the link for Moderna. Yeah. So that's Anthony Frosty and all of them. So again, a quick programming note. Oh, wait a minute. Joan Unstoppable says, I don't go without masks once I'm out. Joy Stuckey says, I only wear mask at work too. Well, every chance I get when I'm at work, I be taking that thing off. I'm just averse to it. For one, I'm sure y'all know, like I did a video last week, and I had said that African slaves that were brought to this country, they were made to be humiliated by wearing masks. It's just a mode of control. So just off that alone, I got to push back. And I really was scared by watching this film called The Man with the Iron Mask. He had an iron mask on with a big old lock on it. No. So I'm just averse to him anyway. But then, you know, like I said again, people are passing out. You're getting what they call masking now, where everybody's breaking out all over the place and stuff like that. And I don't think this thing gonna hold up but too long. And you're starting to see how people are wearing them under their necks more now than ever. I guess that's just to have it, just in case they got to go in somewhere. But they're not wearing them like they supposed to, so they're not helping me or themselves. So that just go to show you how people think about it. All right. So again, I want to thank all y'all for coming out. Quick programming note again, I will be dropping a video on Monday. As I have to apologize to Sticks Girl. So I'm apologizing to her now, and I'm going to do it on video. I want to give a special shout out to Donna Johnson, Unstoppable. It was her birthday, just passed. Candy Shell's birthday today. Happy birthday, Candy Shell. Donald Trump's birthday is tomorrow. It's always Gemini season, all right? So let me check this top chat one more time, and then we're going to get out of here. All right. Thunder Scorpion, what's good with you, boy? Okay. Thunder Scorpion, I see you big time. All right. So, yes. So, again, I want to thank all y'all for coming out. All y'all take care. Greenville, Mississippi till I die. Salute. Y'all have a great, y'all have a great weekend and a great week forthcoming. Salute.